Hey, this is Matthias with the Fall 2019 EFWA team. In this video, I'm going to go over the deployment for the Forex data folders. All right. So here in the GitHub organization, I'm going to go into the actual repository for the data folders. All right. So now every time there's a commit to either the develop branch or the master branch, we're going to want to update the data folders on each server. All right, so let's go into the build. It's right here. Now the build for the data folders, because the data folders are just MQL5 files, like it's not a .NET project like the other projects, we don't actually have to build, we don't have to build anything. So the build here isn't actually doing any work. It just serves to trigger the release pipeline. So whenever there's a commit to master or develop, this build is gonna be triggered, but it's just gonna do no work and then go straight to the release. So now let's take a look at the release. We have a release for production and we have one for staging. We'll take a look at the staging one first. All right, we see here we have it set to develop. And all right, so basically we have 3 agent jobs here. That's because we're doing the same thing on all 3 VPS servers. So they're all the same. I'm just gonna take you through VPS 0. Now the first thing you have to do is you have to specify which agent. So that's here, server equals VPS 0 for VPS 1, and for VPS 2 the same, right? Now, this is a very necessary step. You need to install an SSH key on each server, or on each agent to be able to do the git pull. Because it's a private repository we're dealing with. And the only way to access it is through SSH. Right? So let me show you. Here on the Forex data folder, you go to settings, and you go to deploy keys, and you actually can see the key that we're using. It's the Azure Agent SSH key. It's located in the Azure Devops Agents account on VPS 1. So here, VPS 1. I'm just showing you where it is, where the key is. All right. So this is where our key is. If we actually look at it, that's it. Now you only need one SSH key, and that can be shared across all the different agents, as long as you have this one. All right. So to add a key, all you do is you give it whatever arbitrary name, and then you copy the public key and you paste it into here. All right, which is what I already did. And this should last as long as that server is alive, I guess. So you shouldn't have to worry about doing this again at any point, but this is how it's done. Where was I? All right, so yeah, so to install the SSH key, you have to copy and paste the known host entry, which is right here. Just copy and paste everything in this file into this. You copy and paste the public key here, the passphrase, which is EFRT1234, and the private key. This you would actually download the file into there. All right, but you won't have to do this again. I just wanted to explain it to you so you understand what's going on here. All right, so after you have the SSH key, the agent will be able to do anything with Git that it needs to do. So now basically, this is a super long-winded, kind of complicated looking PowerShell script. but all that it's really doing is, I'll do it manually here so you see. So what's going on is we're doing git fetch. All right. Now this is already up to date, so it's not going to receive anything from the fetch. But after doing the fetch, it's going to do a git pull. It's already up to date. But if it wasn't, it would update. It would pull all the changes from the origin. All right. Now the reason this is a little bit more complicated is because there's some validation that has to be done. Because in the terminal directory, we have some terminals, but we also have this common directory, we have this community, we have this file. So we want to make sure in this script that we go into each directory and we first validate that it is a terminal data folder. All right. Now, a folder here is only a valid terminal data folder if its name is a 32 character name of numbers and letters. All right. And another check is that it has to have an origin.txt file with valid contents. All right. So as long as it has a valid name and a valid origin file, then it is a data folder, and then we can proceed with the git pull. All right. Now, if you have any questions about this, please reach out to me, and I'll fill in all the gaps and I'll explain everything to you. I think it's easier to have a dialogue about it than for me to try to explain it all to you, because I'm probably going to not make that much sense, or I'm going to miss something. So yeah, just send me a text or an email, and we'll set up a meeting, and I'll explain all to you. But anyways, that's what's going on for the Forex data folder deployment.